Just you. What was that? You wanted to know why God flooded the earth? Good question. Hi, my name is Kayla, K-A-L-A. I'm coming back to you with another video. If you haven't seen my first video, I basically talk about who I am and I give the confirmations that I got to create this channel. I'll have it somewhere, maybe in the description box below, or I don't know if it's because I'm new to YouTube, it won't give me the option to put it up here or over here, but either way, I'll have a link so that you can go watch the first video. But anyway, let's get right into this video. In the book of Genesis, God tells Noah to build an ark and to put 2 of every kind of animal on there, male and female. He said, I'm going to flood the earth and I'm going to wipe mankind out. I'm going to make it rain, not money, but water for 40 days and for 40 nights. Let's talk about the flood a little bit. I want to put it into perspective. In the Bible, in Genesis 7:20, it says that the waters rose above the mountaintops. The mountains were about 20 feet below where the water rose. I did some research and I looked up the average height of a mountain, and Google said that the average height of a mountain was about 2,000 feet. So I was like, okay, what's the average height of a person? Google told me that the average height of a male is 5'6", and the average height of a female is 5'2", I believe. So I added it together, I divided it by 2, and I got 5'4". Now, I doubt that that's the average height of a person, because I myself am 5'11", but we'll roll with it. I also Googled how tall the average house is, average 2-story house. I have a picture, and you probably can't see the human, well, the drawing of the person, or basically the house, because of how small it would be compared to the mountain. In the Bible, it also tells us that Noah's Ark is 45 feet tall. So I put together a picture, and hopefully this helps put things into perspective. Just imagine how much water that was. It even took out the birds in the sky, for Christ's sake. Now, I know somebody out there gonna be like, I got destroyed that. The point of it was so you couldn't. Getting back to the big question. Why did God flood the earth in the first place? God had become grieved with us. What does grieved mean? According to handy dandy Google, grieved means to cause someone great distress. We had become so consumed with sin. Each of our thoughts were just filled with sin. Every action we did was just sinful, and God became ashamed of us, and he thought, okay, well, in order to do the right thing, I have to completely destroy mankind. For God, flooding the earth was an act of justice or righteousness. He's a just God. What's the definition of righteousness? The definition of righteousness is being morally right or justifiable. Now, what's the definition of justice? It is to exhibit just behavior or treatment. This is what Google has written. Yes, I'm reading it off of a notepad. Here we go. A concern for justice, peace, and genuine respect for people. According to God, we were just way too far gone, and him creating a flood was his way of trying to make things right. After the flood, God came down and created a covenant with Noah. Genesis 9 says, I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be a sign of the covenant between me and the earth. Jumping down to verse 15, it says that I will remember my covenant between you and I and all the living creatures. Never again will the waters come to destroy all life on earth. He destroyed mankind. I know this sounds oxymoronic. Hopefully I said that right. Because he loved us. And I'm gonna make another video about sin. Now, I'm going to say a couple things. One, I'm not gonna go so deep into sin because of how vast and how it's just a wide range of things that you could talk about when it comes to sin. I do not have that wisdom, knowledge, and discernment, okay? I was not given that. Just like my own pastor, Pastor Jerome Lewis, or Pastor T.D. Jakes, or Steve Furtick. I do not have the wisdom like those men, okay? So I'm not going to touch that because I don't want to start talking crazy. But I will sprinkle a little bit, you know, a little bit of the basic. I got a couple analogies that hopefully it would help you understand a bit better about sin and why God does not coincide with sin. Another thing I'm going to mention, the reason why God was so, as we call it, pressed about us being, you know, totally consumed with sin is because he did not create sin, and it's something that he hates. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and comment #God's Rainbow. I am so excited to continue to do more videos, but this is the end of this one, so I will see you later. I love you, Lord, and I lift my voice to worship you, oh my soul. Rejoice, take joy, my King, in what you hear. Let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear. Yes.